And as a person like of a minority, I am especially, sensitive to this matter, and it's representation. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well in this weird situation we're living in. I just wanted to hop on here and do a quick video on a matter and a subject that I'd thought about before, and it's getting more and more clear that it's important. I just wanted to put it out there and see what you guys had to say. Maybe have some suggestions, recommendations, and yeah, just get the ball rolling, because I believe it's an important matter. It's important in so many fields in so many ways, and as a person like of a minority, I am especially, sensitive to this matter, and it's representation. So representation matters in so many ways. I mean, we know already for like shows, it's important to see like characters from different backgrounds and different ethnicities, religions, we know that's important. In books, the same. Politics, I mean, representation matters in general, so that every person in a society feels like they belong, feels that they have a say, that they're welcome, that they can actually make a change and impact their society because they're part of it 100%. And so in that matter, I feel like homeschooling needs like a PR. Homeschooling needs not only a PR actually, but it needs more content for kids so that they feel represented. I remember when my daughter, I pulled her out of school and I was like, how am I even gonna explain this? Like, she understood, but she was so young at the same time. I wanted to show her, and we didn't really know a lot of people that did it. And with school, we see all these shows with the yellow school bus and homework and lunchbox and the little backpack, and that is so integrated into our culture, and that's normal. But for homeschooling, it's just another world, and it's like we don't exist. And that's because we as homeschoolers need to make it exist. We need to create that content. I can't really do it right now. I'm just a starter in this whole adventure. Maybe one day it will be amazing to be able to, create content for books or whatever, magazines, cartoons with homeschooling characters. And I wanted to show you one book that we found, and I wanted to know if you had more suggestions, because this is actually a nice addition to our collection. It's called This Is My Home, This Is My School. I know that it's probably backwards, but This Is My Home, This Is My School by Jonathan Bean. And he was a real homeschooler. So when he was young, he was a homeschooler. And he wrote the story about how, the pictures are so pretty. He wrote the story about how he was raised in a homeschooling family with his sisters. And it's funny because he says, his classmates were his siblings, and he says, this is my classroom. So the classroom is the living room, and it's so full of life and color. What else? But they say, oh, we have other classrooms too. So they have the kitchen table and the garage and whatnot. Oh, even the lake and the forest, that's all their classrooms. So when I read that with my daughter, she was really excited to go to this kind of school, It says we had a school bus, so it's the family van, and they went to field trips to the library. And it's funny because there's even a part where it says when the teacher was tired, the substitute teacher would come in, and that's Dad. And he would do other things with them. So I found that really, really sweet, really important to, like I said, just so that the kids feel like they exist, they belong, what they're doing is legitimate, it's real, and it's beautiful. And at the end of the book, what's really nice is he included real life photos from his childhood. So yeah, that's one example of a really simple book. And it doesn't have to be so obvious. Like, this is a book, like an obvious homeschooling book, like this is homeschool. It could be just a regular story, but with a homeschooling character. The same way we add like any kind of different characters to different, scenarios in mainstream media so that everyone feels accepted, and that even the general public begins to see that they exist and to respect and accept them. So that's why I believe representation really matters. Homeschooling for sure is on a rise, and I really hope that some creative minds are going to come up with some amazing concept, and I'll be the first one to buy or participate in it, because I believe it's super important. If you have any suggestions, I'm sure there are other ones. Of course, you can't even find these at the library usually, at least not here where I live, but we can buy them online. If you have any suggestions, books, or a cartoon would be really nice. I don't think that exists. A podcast like for kids, not for parents, that would be cool. So if you know anything like that, I would be interested. And yeah, let me know if you also went through this kind of thought process and what you think. I'm really curious to hear you out. So take care, really take care of you, your family, your mental health, your physical health, and I really hope that we are all safe and can go around and hug each other soon. Salam, bye bye.